We are here in solidarity with the people in Palestine, not only in Gaza, but across Palestine, as we must understand that the war that was waged in October is not a war against Hamas, but against the Palestinian people, which is why we saw the efforts to displace 2 million people into the Sinai Desert, and then when that didn't work, they tried to displace us in different African countries. So it's very clear what is happening now, when we are seeing the continuous attacks on universities. It's very clear what's happening now when we're seeing hospitals being rendered into mass graves. If Israel should receive any medal, it should be for how many women and children they have killed in such a short period of time. I think they received number 1, platinum gold, for taking the lives of over 10,000 children in 100 days, 40,000 Palestinians in 6 months, 70,000 injured, the healthcare system incapacitated, 16,000 children orphaned. Is very harrowing from the sights that we are seeing post-October, let alone of the atrocities that have been taking place before October. We are here as students that are centering the Palestinian struggle because we must understand that we are cogs in a machine that is working towards Palestinian liberation and upholding Zionism here in the diaspora, as well as honouring the right for our Palestinian brothers, sisters and siblings to uphold Zionism effectively in Palestine. I say this as a Palestinian from Gaza. We must not be afraid to call for the right for Palestinians in Palestine to resist an occupying power. Just like we must not be afraid to call for the Kashmiris' right to resist an occupying power. And that's not my words, that's according to UN Resolution 3246 that quote-unquote affirms the legitimacy of an armed struggle against an occupying power in pursuit of self-determination.
Our message to them is to continue with their campaign. And I am particularly concerned because the Zionists are trying to incite people to make statements that would be anti-Semitic, or sometimes, particularly the young Muslim students, they're trying to get them to say things about maybe Hamas or about military campaigns that would constitute an offence under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. So I would say to students in Camden to be very careful what they're saying, but not get involved in this old nonsense of anti-Semitism, but keep campaigning in a peaceful, lawful, democratic way and have no hesitation in condemning the terrorist and apartheid state of Israel.
I'm here to show the students here that the people of Camden completely support what they're doing and stand with them in solidarity with the Palestinian people. My message to the students at the encampments is that they're an inspiration to everyone, that we're all in this fight together across the world, and we're going to win, and the Palestinian people are going to be liberated, and we've all got to keep going. Well, most of the world leaders have behaved disgracefully, and it's atrocious that other than a handful of countries, they've just either been doing not enough or have been actively complicit in Israel's genocidal actions in Gaza. And I think it's being proven around the world that the people are not going to stand for it. And public opinion across the world is in support of Palestinian liberation. And any politicians who don't do something to put a stop to Israel's atrocities, they're going to find themselves on the wrong side of history, and they're not going to stay in power because the people aren't going to stand for it. My message to the people of Palestine is that we stand with them 100%, that we're doing what we can to support them, that there is a whole movement internationally across all national lines, religious lines, all people standing together in support of the Palestinian people, and the resilience of the people of Palestine is an inspiration to all of us, and we're going to keep going until they're free.
My message particularly is to the Muslim world. If the Irish politicians from across the political divide can speak out and go to the White House or go to the European Parliament or wherever it is and make an issue of the terrorism of Israel in Palestine, then I think that the leaders of the whole Muslim world should all be ashamed of themselves, because they should all be going to the White House, or at least contacting the White House and telling Biden they're totally opposed to his terrorist policy of the killing of innocent, unarmed people in Palestine.
We cannot understand or even compare or even fathom the type of destruction mentally, physically, psychologically, financially is impacted. I weep every time I refresh my Instagram feed because it is full of nothing but grief. It is not about me at all. We are here for you. The world is with you. The world is with you. Millions have taken to the streets in London alone. Millions upon millions, tens of millions, if not over 1 billion people support the Palestinian plight and the Palestinian call for liberation. I know it's very hard and bittersweet from the words that I'm saying, as Rafah is being invaded as of now by ground forces, but one thing that we must make vividly clear is that we will honor all of our martyrs upon the hour of liberation, and we will thank all of our brothers, sisters and siblings that work tirelessly in uprooting Zionism, both in Palestine and in the West and outside of Palestine.